Viewer, in the next few minutes, we are going to dive deep into a story that the mainstream media is desperate to bury. We're talking about Chinese actor Yu Menglong's tragic and sudden death, officially ruled an accidental fall due to intoxication. But tonight, we expose the chilling, unverified, and deeply disturbing evidence circulating right now that suggests the official story is a complete and utter lie. What you will get from this video is the full, uncensored, scene-by-scene breakdown of the alleged final hours of his life, the chilling pre-fall message he reportedly sent, the horrific claims of what was discovered on his body and at the scene, the bizarre details of the party he attended, and the dark allegations of foul play and cover-up that have gripped the nation. We will dissect the rumors about what exactly was discovered on his body, a detail so graphic and mind-blowing it shifts the entire narrative from accident to something far, far darker. If you believe in the truth, if you are tired of official narratives that don't add up, and if you want to see the truly horrifying, unverified scenes being described by witnesses, then you must stick around. This is the truth they don't want you to see, and it starts right now. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into the most terrifying news alert of the year. The world was told a lie. A beloved star, Yu Menglong, 37, known for his ethereal roles in dramas like Eternal Love and The Legend of Whitesnake, was gone. The official statement was swift, clinical, and intended to close the book: accidental death, a fall from a building after consuming alcohol. No criminality. But in the shadowed corners of the internet, where real information often fights its way out, a horrifying and infinitely more complex narrative began to surface. A narrative so graphic, so mind-blowing, and so chilling that it has catalyzed a massive, global demand for an independent investigation. This is the story of the dark allegations that refused to die, the disturbing scene that greeted investigators, and the truly horrifying discovery allegedly made on his body that shifts the very definition of this tragedy. The official narrative paints a picture of a typical night: dinner with friends at a residential apartment in Beijing on September 10th. 5 or 6 people, drinks flowing, a casual, relaxed atmosphere. Yu Menglong, the beloved actor, reportedly retired to a bedroom around 2 a.m. to sleep. He locked the door. Innocuous, right? Wrong. The unverified whispers tell a story of an event that was anything but relaxed. Allegations quickly emerged that this was no simple dinner party, but a gathering that involved powerful figures, hidden cameras, and a sense of growing tension. But the true, stomach-dropping horror is allegedly captured in the final communication. He sent a message to his mother, an SOS from the abyss that chills the blood. The message, allegedly sent shortly before his death, was desperate, cryptic, and terrified. "They may come and kill me anytime. I'm not joking and I'm not hallucinating." Imagine the scene: a star, locked in a room, typing that message, his heart pounding, the noise of the gathering perhaps muffled on the other side of the door. Who was they? What was the threat? This single, terrifying text message instantly detonates the official accidental fall ruling. Accidents don't send out death warnings. This was a man allegedly in fear for his life. This mind-blowing detail is the first crack in the facade. The clock struck 6 a.m. Yu Menglong's friends, preparing to leave the apartment, realized he hadn't emerged. They went downstairs, and that's when the world stopped. His body was found on the ground floor. A neighbor walking their dog reportedly made the initial, terrifying call to the police. The scene, as allegedly described by initial witnesses, was an absolute spectacle of horror. The apartment itself told a story of struggle: a broken window screen, the only silent witness to the final, fatal seconds. The unverified reports suggest the fall was from a high floor, but the condition of the body and the surrounding area is what truly launched the horrifying speculation. The unverified rumors, the ones that send shivers down the spines of fans and investigators alike, suggest the wounds were inconsistent with a single, simple fall. Allegations of extreme trauma, broken limbs in places that suggested more than impact, and other graphic details that led to the first, terrible question: was he dead before he hit the ground? This is the core of the shocking alert, the detail that forces everyone to reconsider everything, and the one fact that the official narrative most desperately attempts to suppress. If the death was a simple accident, a drunken stumble from a window, then the body should reflect a simple, high-impact fall. But the unverified, leaked reports and social media claims point to a horrifying discovery allegedly made upon closer inspection of Yu Menglong's body, a discovery that suggests he was the victim of a brutal assault, possibly torture, before his fall. Social media has been flooded with claims, unverified, but persistent, that the actor's body allegedly showed signs of being tied up and severely beaten. Some of the most extreme, yet widely circulated, allegations suggested signs of sexual assault and the presence of foreign substances in his system that went beyond simple alcohol intoxication. The horrific detail that gained the most traction? Allegations that his body bore markings consistent with ligature marks, suggesting he may have been restrained. Visualize this scene, if the allegations are true, not a man who tragically slipped, but a man who was allegedly violently subdued, perhaps abused, and then either thrown, or forced to jump, to silence him. The idea that someone would have been so brutally treated before being subjected to a fatal fall is what makes this discovery truly horrifying. It transforms the site of his death from a scene of a tragic accident into a potential crime scene of unimaginable brutality. Furthermore, another equally shocking claim emerged alongside this. A blurred, grainy video circulated online, allegedly showing a silhouette struggling near a window, accompanied by what sounded like anguished screams. Was this the moment? Was this the struggle against the alleged perpetrators? The video remains unverified, but its existence fuels the nightmare scenario. The horrifying discoveries didn't end with the body. The events of the party itself are also shrouded in truly mind-blowing and dark allegations. A group selfie taken at the party allegedly circulated briefly before being scrubbed from the internet. The shocking detail in this photo, according to those who claim to have seen it, was a subtle, horrifying reflection in the background, the alleged image of a person who appeared to be tied up. Was this Yu Menglong? Was this visual evidence of his fear and his alleged capture? The photo's quick disappearance only deepened the suspicion of a coordinated cover-up. Even more chilling is the alleged existence of an audio recording from the night. In this recording, a voice is allegedly heard saying the cryptic, terrifying line, "Get the USB from his body." A USB? What information did Yu Menglong possess that was so critical, so dangerous, that it necessitated his alleged murder and the desperate retrieval of a physical device from his body? This detail, if true, throws this entire tragedy into the realm of a high-stakes thriller, connecting the actor's death to something far larger than just a night of drinking, perhaps political intrigue, massive corruption, or a powerful secret he was about to expose. In the face of these truly horrifying and complex allegations, the official response was simple: a second statement, this time from Yu Menglong's mother, who was not at the scene. Her statement reiterated the official line, an accidental fall after drinking, and a plea for the public to stop speculating. This statement, intended to quell the rumors, had the opposite effect. The public noticed a crucial detail: the mother was allegedly absent from the funeral arrangements. Her brief appearance to read the official statement, followed by her subsequent silence and alleged disappearance, only amplified the suspicion that she was pressured, silenced, or even threatened. The scene of the mother, the last shield against the truth, being forced to echo the lie, is a mind-blowing tragedy in itself. It's the final, horrifying confirmation for many that a massive cover-up is underway, designed to protect powerful interests involved in the alleged events of that night. The official story of Yu Menglong's death is simple, tragic, and unmoving: a star lost in an accident. The unverified truth, as compiled from social media leaks, alleged witness accounts, and the horrifying claims about the state of his body, is a complex, terrifying, and mind-blowing tableau of violence, fear, and high-stakes cover-up. The shocking discovery on his body, the alleged signs of restraint and violence, is the definitive pivot point. It is the evidence, however unverified, that compels us to look beyond the simple narrative and demand more. The scenes painted by these rumors are unforgettable: the star typing a desperate message of impending murder, the sight of a broken window screen in the Beijing dawn, the horrifying alleged discovery of a body bearing the marks of brutality, the chilling whisper of "Get the USB from his body." Until a truly independent investigation is conducted, these horrifying, mind-blowing scenes of Yu Menglong's alleged final hours will remain the true narrative in the public's mind. The official story is dead. The truth, however dark and horrifying, demands to be heard. The shocking discovery about Yu Menglong's body before his death is truly horrifying, and the world is watching, waiting for the real perpetrators to be unmasked. You thought the first minutes were shocking? What you are about to hear next is the fuel for a nightmare. This is a deep dive into the truly terrifying message Yu Menglong allegedly sent and the horrific context surrounding it, a scene of betrayal, power, and the curse of money that may have cost him his life. We left Yu Menglong locked in a room at that notorious Beijing apartment, the unofficial gathering still echoing on the other side of the door. The official narrative says he was sleeping. We say he was preparing for war. He didn't lock the door for privacy, he allegedly locked it for survival. Imagine the scene, a truly mind-blowing image, a massive star, a beloved idol with 30 million fans, reduced to a terrified prisoner in a luxurious high-rise. He wasn't drunk, he was lucid and scared to death. He was desperately trying to get an SOS out to the only person he trusted, his mother. His fingers, trembling, typed out the now infamous warning, "They may come and kill me anytime. I'm not joking, and I'm not hallucinating." This is the first crack in the official lie, but it's not the whole story. The full, chilling context of that alleged message reveals the true horror he was facing, a horror rooted in the darkest corners of the entertainment industry. The initial snippet was horrifying. The full, unverified text message allegedly sent to his mother is a full-blown indictment of the powerful forces he was dealing with. This is the part they are actively trying to scrub from the internet. According to those who claim to have seen the full text, Yu Menglong confessed that he felt manipulated and trapped by a powerful, unnamed figure. He wasn't just at a party, he was allegedly being held in a dark apartment with no escape. The text wasn't just a simple warning, it was a devastating suicide note and a confession combined into one terrifying final transmission. The chilling, mind-blowing lines allegedly read, "The darkness in this business is far beyond what I imagined. If you're good-looking and marketable, you're never safe, male or female. The casting couch is an invisible net trapping everyone." He reportedly spoke of compromising his integrity, of the price of fame, and of his overwhelming regret. He wanted to go home, to his quiet life. This is the moment where the star breaks, where the glamorous facade shatters, and you see the raw terror of a man cornered by monsters. But the most disturbing part of the alleged full message relates to the true motive, dirty money. He wasn't just lamenting the moral decay, he was speaking about the financial ties that bound him to these powerful figures, ties he was desperate to break. He is in that locked room, scrolling through bank transfers on his phone, the numbers representing his gilded cage. The alleged message is graphic and stomach-churning. "Every time I see the money they transfer, I vomit. That money isn't earned by me, it's dirty." This is the central pillar of the conspiracy theory. This is why they were allegedly coming to kill him. He wasn't just refusing a role, he was refusing a massive, powerful network of corruption and exploitation. He was a loose end with knowledge of massive, dirty financial transactions. The money, transferred to him for his complicity or silence, had become his curse. It wasn't just his life at risk, it was the entire foundation of a powerful syndicate. This single, mind-blowing detail elevates the story from a tragic celebrity death to a massive, politically sensitive case of alleged murder and cover-up. Who were the people at that party? The initial reports said friends. The deep-dive allegations suggest they were anything but. They were allegedly powerful industry insiders and figures with political connections, the very people who controlled the invisible net he spoke of. The unverified claims suggest the atmosphere was one of calculated entrapment. Yu Menglong was allegedly targeted, cornered, and the intoxication was not accidental, it was allegedly forced. The alcohol was simply a means to an end, a way to subdue him before the alleged assault, before the alleged torture, and before the ultimate horror of the fall. The chilling moment, one of the alleged guests, an actor named Fan Shiqi, faced a massive public backlash just for being there. This public reaction suggests that the fans knew what kind of company Yu Menglong was keeping, and they believe the people in that room were directly involved in the tragedy. It's a collective scream of suspicion against the official story, a public refusal to believe that a man who was sending a terrified, detailed SOS could have simply slipped. The climax of this horrific part 1 is the moment the alleged perpetrators realized their biggest liability was not the text message, but the physical evidence he might possess. Remember the chilling audio claim, "Get the USB from his body." The horrifying implication is that Yu Menglong did not just send a text, he secured concrete evidence of the dirty money and the powerful figures involved, a USB drive, the ultimate proof of corruption. Imagine the final moments. The locked door is breached. The terror is immediate. It's not a fall yet, it's a struggle. A mind-blowing, brutal scene of powerful individuals allegedly trying to beat a confession, and more importantly, trying to locate and retrieve that flash drive. The fall, then, was not the accident that ended the night. It was the final, desperate act to silence him and guarantee that the crucial evidence, the very reason for his death, was successfully recovered. The horrifying discovery on his body we discussed previously, the alleged violence, the restraining marks, takes on a new, grim significance. It was the mark of a hunt, a brutal search for the dirty money secrets he carried. The terrifying text, the confession of a life ruined by dirty money, and the desperate final struggle for that USB drive. This is the real story they are trying to bury. Don't let them. What is your mind-blowing reaction to the full alleged text message and the dirty money claim? Do you believe the USB is the key to unlocking the true motive behind this tragedy? Drop your thoughts, theories, and unverified information in the comments below. We read everything. If you want justice for Yu Menglong, you must like this video, comment your theories, share this with everyone you know, subscribe and hit the bell for part 2, where we break down the graphic body discovery.